Hi, friends, and welcome to the Human Thrive podcast. I'm Amanda, your host and Human Thrive coach. So, today's episode is called The Healing Power of Your Voice, how sound can calm your mind and body. So, did you know that your own voice is one of the most powerful healing tools that you carry with you every single day? You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need years of training. You simply need your breath, your hum, and your willingness to use sound for healing. So, welcome back to the Human Thrive podcast. We're going to look at this practice that is as ancient as humanity itself and as modern as neuroscience, using sound to help and heal yourself. So, for thousands of years, cultures all around the world have used chanting, singing, humming, vibration to bring balance to the mind and body. And now science is catching up. So research shows that sound, especially your own voice, can directly calm your nervous system. It lowers stress, can even improve resilience. So why does sound heal? So sound isn't just something we hear with our ears, it's something we feel in our bodies. Every vibration that travels through your bones, tissues, and nervous system. So one of the key players here is your vagus nerve, a major communication pathway between your brain and body. And when this nerve is stimulated, your body shifts from stress mode to healing mode. So that's where sound comes in. We want to be in healing mode more time than we're in stress mode. So simple practices like humming, chanting, and even sighing. So if you know me personally, you'll know sometimes I walk around and I would just let out a big sigh. And it's not because I'm annoyed, it's because it's a release. So sighing sends gentle vibrations through this vagus nerve, telling your body you're safe and you can relax now. So sometimes we sigh and people think, oh, you're like annoyed at them or something. And I've done it where I've just let out a sigh and people are looking at me as if that I'm annoyed at them or something. I'm like, I'm not. Simply using that sighing because I know and I learned about this sigh and breath that it's a release. and sometimes I will use it. What was I saying? Yeah, so this makes your it sends the vibrations that you're telling your body that you're safe and you can relax now. And yeah, so ancient traditions have always known this. So if you think about like monks chanting, mothers or any caregiver singing lullabies to their babies, you're calming their nervous system so they go to sleep. Or healers using drums and song. They're not just random cultural quirks. They're deeply intuitive and healing practices. And some of my friends do sound baths. They run sound baths. I go to them and they are absolutely amazing. And I've never tried one. I encourage you to try that. The first time I ever went, I thought that I was going to have to play the instruments and was so relieved when I just got handed a blanket and I was able to lie down. And the most amazing feeling. So modern studies now show that humming increases an oxide in the body that improves blood flow and which also boosts immunity. So just simple humming, hum. And chanting regulates your heart rate and reduces anxiety. Even gentle toning, just making a vowel sound, can bring balance to your nervous system. So like A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. And it sounds like you're warming up for something, but it brings balance to the nervous system. And I mentioned the other day that I loved meowing. Meow, meow, meow. I just enjoy that sound. I enjoy making that sound. And it sounds crazy, I know. But I think it's one sound that I like, and I love cats, and I enjoy it. And I was thinking, why do I enjoy this? But it's almost like it's like a self-soothing technique, or just simply using a sound that I like best. So you might have a sound that you like best, or you might have a song that you like that you hum. It makes you feel calm. And it's probably whenever you're feeling stressed that you forget, or you're not necessarily you forget, but it's not the time when you feel like humming. And maybe that's the time you need to be humming. So next time you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, try humming a song. If you're a good singer and you want to sing, you're not riding people. I need to sing in my car because I cannot sing. But, use sound and see how it makes you feel. So, yeah, so even that gentle toning of that vowel sound, or chanting, or humming, or there's hum, is very calming towards the nervous system. I would use it a lot with my little boy, and he's very vocal, he stims a lot, and you can see how he's doing that to regulate his own nervous system. And it's so instinctive. He's never been taught to do that. He instinctively does that to calm himself. So let's do a quick practice together. If you can, close your eyes, take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, and then hold it for a second, and then exhale with a gentle hum. So close your eyes, breath in through your nose. I didn't do that very well there, but you can have a few practice. So breathe in through your nose. I think that's me trying to talk through it and do it at the same time. But if you can make your exhale like a gentle hum, and I did say I did that wrong, but there's no right or wrong. Just try it. Deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a second, and then exhale with a hum. And if it turns into an or different sound, that's okay. Whatever sound feels comfortable, it feels nice for you. So hum, and then start to notice where you feel that vibration. Do you feel it more in your chest, your throat? You might even feel it around your face, your jaw. I think I'll do one more to see where I feel it. So, yeah, so I feel it around my jaw, and I actually wanted to check where I felt it there, because I know that my jaw is where I carry a lot of tension, and I would find myself grinding my teeth if I'm like particularly stressed or worried about something. So it's interesting that I felt it there. So try it and see where you feel it, where you feel that release. So we'll do that. Try that a couple of times. Try it. Inhale deeply and hum it out. And then one last time, just a big inhale and hum. And your body has already shifted towards calm, just doing that. And you'll feel a wee bit of calm. Or you can sing, or you can chant, but any kind of sound, or you can meow if you love meowing. Let's make it a thing. So, using sound in your daily life. So you don't need to set aside hours to practice sound healing. You can use your voice throughout the day. When you're anxious, hum for a minute. If your mind's racing, do a simple or hum. And you can tell I'm not musical. I'm not a good singer or anything, but it's just about the sound. It's not about, don't worry about how it actually sounds to somebody else. Just use it. And I use it with my little boy a lot. I'll hum whenever he's getting stressed, and he responds to it very well. So anytime you feel tense, let yourself have a big sigh. A big sigh and breath, a long vocal sigh of release. So the key with any kind of practice is obviously consistency, but a few minutes of sound each day is enough to retrain your nervous system to return to calm more easily. So I have built it in where sometimes I am feeling stressed, I will do 3 ums. And it's just part of my strategy for life now. And sometimes I will just do a few ums, and it feels good, and it's a release. The sighing, people can interpret it wrong, but encourage all your friends and family to sigh. It feels good, and it's a release. So your voice is medicine. It's the most powerful personal tool you'll ever own, and available to you anytime you need it. The same as when you're feeling overwhelmed or stressed about checking in with your breath and slowing down your breath. It's always going to be there as long as you're alive, and you can always come back to the breath. So next time you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or disconnected, you don't have to wait for someone else to heal you. You can hum, you can chant, you can use whatever sound you want to come back home to yourself. So thank you for joining me today on the Human Thrive podcast. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend who could use a moment of calm, and I'll share some links to people I know who do swim baths, and definitely encourage you to check them out. And for now, thank you for listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.